Hey y'all, coming at you from a sunny Clermont, Florida, and if you look behind me back here, that would be the Clermont Citrus Tower. So this is an observation tower that you used to go up and you could see, all the orange groves. Of course, some of the orange groves are still around, some of them are not. It is, I believe, 211 feet tall, but we're going to check on that. I don't know how I'm going to be in here. It might be great and it might not be great. So I guess we're probably going to find out. But if I look like 8 miles of bad road today, it's because me and Emily were out at Magic Kingdom until really late last night. And in just a few hours, we walked like 6 or 7 miles, something like that. So I'm kind of tired, but let's go check this out. Come on. Okay, so on the back of the elevator door, it says built in 1955. It's 226 foot tall, and you can see 35 miles. So imagine that. But on here, it just has a 1 and a 2. Imagine that. All right, we'll see what we can see. I'm sure I can see a whole bunch. Okay, after 49 panic attacks, 49-11 panic attacks, I still got the walk going on because I'm scared to death of heights. Just because I am. It just is what it is. And I think part of the problem is they've got a soft floor up here, which when you walk on it, you're not prepared for it because it feels kind of squishy. So I came out of the elevator and immediately went sideways. So if you don't know what vertigo is, you don't want it, I can tell you that. Alright, so it is beautiful up here. I am not gonna lie, but I'm gonna turn this around and show you what these signs say. West, Clermont, 1 mile, Gem of the Hills, US 301, I-75, 27 miles. Weeki Wachee, that's where the mermaids are, if you don't know, and Beautiful Springs, 55 miles. And the Gulf of Mexico is 60 miles. I'll show you out this window. Check this out. That, right there, that road, would be literally Highway 27. They have little oranges all over the windows. Check out the lakes around here, you guys. This is, Clermont's a beautiful place. Just so you know, it is just one of the nicest places I've ever been in Florida. I really, really love it. Okay, north, Lake Apopka, Florida's largest spring-fed lake, 5 miles. Over 17 million citrus trees are within 2,000 square miles areas seen from the tower. However, those citrus groves are really no more. A lot of them froze out, and that's what they did. Hey, look, there's Publix. Hey, look, wait. My car. I think I see my car. Maybe. I see 7-Eleven. I know that. And I can tell you that's Citrus Tower Boulevard right there. They have some cool little trees right here. Look at this. There's some bees up here. Bees ain't got no business. Bees ain't got no business coming up here that high. What's wrong with them? You know what? They're probably trying to get to these little orange trees sitting on the table. Imagine that. But if you want to come up here and have lunch, they've got some restaurants downstairs, and you can come up here and sit down and have lunch. All right, now I got my bearings a little bit. Okay, check this out. Isn't that crazy? Look at all the groves there. This is the way it used to look. Let me get to the side. It's probably easier for you to see that way. But yes, I'm sure it was a sight to see when all the groves were out here. I mean, I can imagine. I know when I was a kid, I remember coming through Florida and seeing and smelling all the citrus groves, and you just don't see that now, which is a shame. But there are groves south of here. Okay, so north, Sugarloaf Mountain is 6 miles. If you don't know, that's like the only mountain in Florida, which isn't too far. Howey in the Hills is 11 miles. Leesburg is 20 miles. Highway 27 leads north to Ocala, Tallahassee, and Mackinac City, Michigan. Try to say that 5 times fast. East would be Winter Garden 10 miles, Lake Apopka, where we saw all the alligators, 7 miles. The turnpike is 7 miles. And that would all be this way. Look out over there. Look at the lakes. There's so many lakes. All kinds of stuff. You guys, it's beautiful up here. Just took me a second. Oh, look. Here is a list of stuff you can get from downstairs if you want to get something good to eat. Okay, so you might be able to see it. Let's see. This is an old flyer. Sorry, we're next to an air handler for air conditioning. This is an old flyer from God knows when ago. And it shows you that there are like monthly varieties of Highland citrus right there. And then here are some holiday as well. Let me show you how much a bushel box was. Try to buy some oranges for that now. Let's see what happens. Definitely not the same prices. Here's also a donation. They need your help. You can donate in many, many ways. You can totally Google this place and you can figure out exactly where you can donate. But to keep it going and taken care of, please make sure you donate. Here is a QR code as well. Okay, and east of here, Orlando, 23 miles, Horizon 35, Atlantic Ocean, Cape Kennedy, 60 miles. That would be in this direction. Isn't that great? Look, you can see the water tower over there. That's, oh, boop, right there. That is over on Route 50, which runs east and west. 27 runs north and south. Go check it out this way. Alright, and I'm going to show you this last sign and give you a little tidbit of information here. Hold on just a second. This direction, south, is Disney World, 15 miles. 1442 natural lakes, 1442 natural lakes in Lake County, over 30,000 in Florida. I do live in Lake County because I don't live very far from here, probably about 7 or 8 miles. Anyway, if you come up here and you face south, you can see Disney fireworks from this direction. Your tickets are good all day. You can leave and you can come back, and if you leave and come back, you can come back and see the fireworks going later on. I know I stayed over there before we ever got my house taken care of when we moved in, and we were staying in a hotel over there, and I was so shocked that you could see Disney fireworks out of the hotel. It's amazing. But this is a great spot for firework viewing. So that's something that if you want to do that, it would be a great place to check out. All right, gotta love the music up here. Hopefully we don't get any copyrights from it. I wouldn't think you would. All right, let's see what this one says. This one says, also south, Green Swamp area, Florida, watershed, 12 miles. Haines City, 30 miles. Lake Wales and Cypress Gardens, 45 miles. Cypress Gardens was awesome when I was a kid. They had some really cool water skiing going on there. They did all kinds of crazy stuff there. They changed that to what is now Legoland. Okay, we may have a little bit of a reflection, but I'll let you know what it says. This is an old newspaper insert that basically says congratulations and best wishes to the Florida Citrus Tower, best construction, commercial and industrial building. They were on Clarkton Boulevard in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is showing when they actually built the Citrus Tower. Congratulations, Al Thacker and Associates, a dream come true. The Florida Citrus Tower, we are happy to be a part of this magnificent project. Y'all come see us. Citrus Tower Gift Shop. Imagine that. Best wishes for continued prosperity, the Citrus Tower. Sincere congratulations to the Florida Citrus Tower. And then here's someone actually viewing. So, this is nostalgic. This is something fun. When you spend for your ticket, you're obviously promoting and donating. It is not very much money. I think we paid $10 a piece to come up here. But like I said, please do make sure that you donate. It is something that if you come up and check it out, you'll really, really, really be impressed with the way it is. You can come up here and eat your lunch, your dinner, whatever you want to do. But, you know, let's take a spin around and go check it out. I just realized you can see the twisty tree. You know, I mean, honestly, I probably shouldn't, but I might go down there and get an ice cream. You know what? Maybe let's go do that. All right, we've pressed the 1, and I'm gonna talk to you while I'm riding down because I'm having an issue. I'm not even gonna lie. If you're afraid of heights, I'm just gonna tell you, you're gonna get whatever you get when you think about heights. I'm gonna be flopping this camera all over the place. You're gonna get whatever it is you get. I'm not gonna tell you what I call it, and I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just not. But I got a little woozy-macated a couple of times while I was up here. So if you have vertigo, or you get vertigo when you get up on high things, just know that can happen. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I know people like to tease people who are afraid of heights, so let me tell you something. It's a real thing for someone. Like several times I was a little off kilter. So we're back down and I'm happy. Okay, so if you go out of the elevator and go to your left, there is a thing called a coronation carillon. This is the timer for the clock that rang the Westminster and Hour strike. It was also used to set times for the roll player music by the electromechanical bells. So these are bells, and these used to chime with different things from the top of this. This is the original roll player that was used to play various songs from the top of the Citrus Tower in 1956. This is 2026, so like I said, they are celebrating their 70th in June, but it will be in July when it actually opened. Check that dial out. Look at these switches. Doesn't this almost look like mad scientist stuff right here? Alright. This cabinet housed the glass tubes used to power the entire coronation carillon system. Look at those tube fuses. Can you see them? Hopefully you can. I hope you can. I don't know. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way. But maybe if I go... Nope. Let me see. Oh, here. Let me go like this. If I get my shadow there, you can see it. Check this out. This is something else. And if you go over here, you can always get those nice little touristy booklets that have coupons and things like that in them. You know, Space Coast, Wonderworks, the Giraffe Ranch. They're really cool. It's a little more expensive, but it is to take care of the animals, honestly. Space Coast River Tours. Here is Discover Manatees. There's a whole lot. Oh, Zipline Adventures. Gatorland. Always do Gatorland. We love them. Revolution. This is something that Dennis and I wanted to do, and we're probably going to do soon. You can do a buggy, a four-wheeler, like an amphibious, they call it a mucky duck. They have clay shooting, they have fishing, they have sea-doos. It just looks like a whole lot of fun to me. We haven't done that, but that was on one of our, somebody left the gate open, and we've got to do something with that. And of course, there is Legoland, which has Peppa Pig theme park. So if you have little kids, I'm sure they'll love it. Let's see. I'm not sure what this board is, but it's got pinpoints all over the place. But it's really cool. No idea. Maybe it's where someone who worked here went and visited? That would be wild, wouldn't it? Look at all that. I hope to travel the world like that one day. That would be great. I would love to do it. Love to do it. Down here, we've got a really cool, let's see, hang on a second. Let me turn around. This is Carolinic bells. And it is a, don't ask me to pronounce that, Shomeric? Maybe? Arlington, Carolina. But this plays different bells. Isn't that beautiful? We've got some memorabilia for Citrus Tower. There's an old postcard back there. There's a bell right there. Here's a pipe inside of here. Look at all these different tickets and stuff. Isn't that crazy? Wow, plates. Who would have thought they would have had like Blue Willow plates of this stuff? But those are collectors. I'm sure people around here have them. I'd be willing to bet they do. I don't know what their worth would be, but I'm sure that they do. Oh, look at this. Florida plates. I'm sure my grandmother had something like that. We might have brought her one back. This is a glass block. I'm sure that was used in some way. This is funny. First person to go up to the top when it was being built. Oh wow, look at her dress flying up. That's a Marilyn Monroe moment, isn't it? That's great. That's so great. All right. Oh, those are citrus gathering bags right there. A Viewmaster. 2 Viewmasters. Now we're talking. This is my stuff. Oh, look at this little frog. He's a weather frog. Imagine that. You know, around here you got weather frogs and weather rocks and all kinds of different things. Binoculars. Look at the size of those binoculars. Those are huge. That's probably something the paparazzi would use nowadays. There's more of these. And then here is our penny drop friends from around the world. So I'm assuming that at some point people dropped pennies. That would be crazy. I think that would really hurt something coming from the top up there. I know that nothing was open up there, like you don't have an open access. There were windows that look like sliders, but I don't think that those are something that maybe they're operational. I'm not sure if those windows are operational, but I didn't ask. I will find out though. Okay, so there's a little gift shop with some different things here. There's also rooms that you can rent for your function if you have a business function that you want to rent out, or use it for a venue or whatever. It's very pretty inside of here. It's called King David Israel Room, and it's very, very nice inside of here. Very, very nice. Citrus Tower cups. Look at all these. Look at all these goodies. All these old goodies. There's something, say you eat a chunky and you will get chunky. And I'm chunky. I'm chunky. Payday, love it. some different things here. Ollie the Orange. Here's a book about an orange. Ollie the Orange. There's a nice little Florida frameable. Some recipes, I'm assuming with orange in it. Here are some stickers for your car. Little stickers over here too. Coffee. Citrus Tower t-shirts. All kinds of goodies. Citrus Tower postcard. Wish you were here. Clermont, Florida. Okay, we're outside now. I just wanted to give you a little view. She's a pretty tall thing there. So, like I said, come check it out and treat yourself to that. It's beautiful, but just remember, if you have a fear of heights, that's always going to be a factor. I'm great now that I'm back down on the ground, but I'm not going to lie, it is absolutely beautiful. The view is beautiful from up there. I would not miss this for any reason. I would make sure that you come and check it out. Okay, so I'm definitely down at the Twisty Treat now, but just to put it in perspective, there is the Citrus Tower in the background, and behind me is a Twisty Treat. Okay, so at the Twisty Treat, they have Dole Whip and Italian Ice, just so you know. Here is their menu. They have all kinds of goodies out here, but this was impressive over here. The ice cream flavors. There are so many ice cream flavors, and then there's premium flavor add-ons. They are on the side of Route 27, and then here are their hours. So make sure that you go out and treat yourself. Okay, so ice cream obtained. This one is cookies and cream with hot fudge on it and some cookie stuff. Dennis got strawberry cheesecake graham cracker. Look at that thing. I ain't eating this. I might eat some of this. We're very close to the road, by the way. I don't care. We're eating ice cream outside, and that's all that matters. All right, try yours and I'll try mine. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, it's getting melty. It's about 85 degrees.
A little graham cracker with strawberry, whipped cream.
This is pretty yummy too. I'm gonna try this. Strawberry. There's graham cracker. I got graham cracker. That's really yummy. Really yummy. Literally. Too yummy. Don't need it, or I'm gonna get some more of this. I don't need none of that. What? Oh, wait. Oh my. Got a maraschino cherry now. Oh, my chocolate ice cream. Tell me, that just sounds horrible, doesn't it? It goes stuck. I'm not gonna lie. We haven't had ice cream in I don't know when. We've had to go back on keto because, you know, we were getting too chunky. But we've not cheated like this. So, cheat. And yum, no joke.